How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another Grand Archive video here on Red Zone Rogue. Grand Archive just released what might just be their biggest news ever. We have so much to talk about from a brand new multiplayer format that it looks like they put in a ton of work, which includes like a 2-minute anime and like a 3-minute breakdown of the new format, which also includes 4 new pre-constructed decks. We have a new recollection deck that has Frostborn Paladin and Dungeon Guide reprints. We have the brand new set, which has so much in it. Double the price, but also double the pull rates of ultra rares, super rares, rares. We have the return of the Quicksilver foils. We have so much to talk about today, so we're not going to beat around the bush too much. Grand Archive is looking to be poised to overtake 2026. The news is so hype. So yeah, dude, we're just gonna get into it. No sponsors today other than myself. If you like the content, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Maybe hype the video. Check out the merch store. We have a lot of merch and playmats and sleeves made by Grand Archive artists, including some of my favorite ones like Faicha, Pinakis, Honchu, all great stuff over on the Red Zone Rogue merch store. But without further ado, let's really get into this. All right, so we're gonna kick off by talking about the Radiant Origins product sheet, because a lot of the news kind of stems from this, but we also have additional news as well, including some amazing merch and events and all the other stuff. There's so much, absolutely so much to talk about. So Radiant Origins itself is a very, very unique set for Grand Archive. In fact, it is a set like no other that we've had so far. In fact, the lead designer for Grand Archive, Silidar, said that this is something that's not going to happen often, maybe once every 9 to 10 years or something like that, he said, for Grand Archive, or maybe 9 to 10 sets. It might be that one, 9 to 10 sets, not years, but in any case, a very rare occurrence. So it's a special thing. It's a huge set. It's kind of like premium price, but you also get double like the drops. I don't know. We're gonna get into it because I think it's really, really interesting, but there's also some other cool stuff. As you can see here, that the set itself takes place in the home world, in the Grand Archive. It is a set that features support for every single champion so far, or at least the ones that appear or were from the Grand Archive or the home world. We have a bit of a splash art later that showcases all the champions. And there's gonna be huge number of reprints, and champions are getting ultimates. Come on, let's get into it. So Radiant Origins product sheet. Now, we're not going to read all this stuff. I'll let you go ahead and read the lore in your own time. But we do have the world setting, the conflict, and the Pantheon, which is the name of the new multiplayer format, which actually just might be my new main format for Grand Archive. I am unbelievably stoked for Pantheon, and I have a ton of plans for it, and we'll talk about those when we get to Pantheon itself. So here we have Radiant Origins, a capstone set for Grand Archive. So they're calling these huge sets capstone sets. So once again, Silidar said not very common, once every maybe 9 to 10 sets or something like that. It features support for all of these regions. So we have the home world, as well as Cambria, Sanguo, Azoth, and Underland. And if you are new to Grand Archive, these are the settings for, well, the sets, right? So Cambria is the setting for the first 2 Grand Archive sets, Dawn of Ashes and the Fractured Crown. Sanguo is one of the newer ones. This is for Mortal Ambition and Abyssal Heaven. We have Azoth, of course. This is the steampunk world that is Alchemical Revolution and Mercurial Heart, which is my favorite set. And then, of course, the newest one, Underland, which is Disorder Reflections and Phantom Monarchs. But we also have stuff that pertains to the home world itself, and we'll see a lot of that in play with the set, with the addition of angels into Grand Archive, because they are from the home world. I will read this off, because I think it might say it a little bit better than me, just kind of yapping about it, but it says, a capstone set gazes back across the worlds we've traversed, rekindling the strength of every class and element. So yes, there is support for literally every element. Do you want Neo support? It's going to be in the set. Arcane support? Going to be in the set. Rise support? Going to be in the set. which is really, really cool. Within these packs lie echoes of forgotten strategies and the seeds of entirely new ones. Fresh designs interwoven with the return of cherished staples. This is definitely going to, shake up the competitive metagame because there's so many new cards and strategies that are going to be introduced in the set. I think Solar said something like 300 new cards. Don't quote me on that. I think he said that during the Q&A. By their nature, Capstone sets are a grander in scale, each pack overflowing with over twice the number of high rarity cards. They stand as monumental offerings, celebrations of the journey so far, and gateways to the possibilities yet to come. Yeah, the way I think about this is basically like a juiced up set. Now the price is also like about double for a sealed box, but it feels worth it, right? Because you get double the pulls, but you also get a bunch of extra stuff as well, including a brand new reprint slot. We get the return of, like I said, Quicksilver foils, Curio foils return. So there's a lot of stuff to dive into here. So this is what the box itself looks like. It is going to be a premium quality magnetic, like hard box, very similar to Sorcery. If any of you have watched my recent Sorcery videos for their set Gothic, each box will come in a special like sleeve, kind of similar to the Recollection decks that will feature different artwork. And I think there's like there's a bunch of different ones. You can kind of like collect those if you really want to. But the actual box itself will have the same look as all the other boxes. It should be the sleeve that's a little bit different. It says, as champions share their adventures across the homeworld, tales of worlds saved and battles won ignite the spirit of the festival. Blessed by the Grand Archive, they carry the gifts of the gods as strength to endure the battles yet to come, with the Pantheon drawing near. How will these heroes adapt their strategies for the arena ahead? So yeah, supports all 7 classes, all the advanced elements. It says 481 unique cards in the set. RDO, RDO 1E, RDO A, RDO P. I guess there's 481 cards. I don't know if this is all new cards. I think new cards for the set, it was like 300. So we have a ton of reprints. Over 700 foil variations, 12 randomly inserted cards per pack, so it's a 12 card pack, 24 booster packs per booster box, 6 per case. This is kind of standard stuff, but this is where it gets spicy. Each box contains about 2.5 times the number of SR and UR rarity cards compared to the standard and expansion set. So it's actually a little bit more than twice, and about 2 times the number of rares, which is awesome. This is something that I've really wanted for a long time. The big downside is we have almost double the price for the booster boxes themselves. Now, obviously, the $192 is a big number, and when you think about it, it basically kind of evens out, right? Because you get a little bit more than double the hits for double the price. What this hurts the most is the person who wants to buy literally 1 booster box. Because if you're buying 2 booster boxes normally, well, here you go. You just buy 1 of these instead, and you get a bunch of hits. Cylinder also said that, in general, you should get about 2 ultra rares per box, but there are circumstances where you can get up to 4 ultra rares. You get 2 ultra rares, and then like a foil one, and then like a reprint ultra rare. The reprint ultra rares do not take the same slots as the Radiant Origins ultra rares, so you can get up to 4 URs per box, which is really, really cool. Yeah, it comes with 1 of 18 sleeve variants featuring like this artwork, or different artwork featuring all of the fan favorite champions, and then the box itself is a durable magnetic box, which is really, really cool. Yeah, the only downside I can see of this is literally the price, and literally only for people who want to buy specifically 1 box only. If you, like I said, if you're normally buy multiples, well, then you can just half that, right? If you buy normally 2 boxes, you just buy 1. If you buy normally 4 boxes, you buy 2. And it should, even out pretty well. And with the addition of the Quicksilver foils and the reprints and, curios and all that kind of stuff, I think these boxes are going to feel really, really juiced when you open them up. Especially since there's going to be reprints in addition to all of the new cards. Like I said, I think it's going to feel really, really juiced up. There's also going to be cards that are called the Radiant Origins Pantheon cards. These are cards that are found in the new Pantheon multiplayer starter decks, but these cards do not take up the slots of your cards, like in your booster pack, they take up a token slot. So these are also just like extra bonuses, which is once again very, very cool. We also have the Radiant Origins reprint list, and here's the list if you want to see what's getting reprinted. Well, a lot of stuff. Notable reprints include stuff that I know that people have been passionate about. We have Ghosts of Pendragon here. We have stuff like where is it? We have Fracturize here. So tons and tons of reprints. A lot of the ones that you would expect. And then we also have stuff like Grand Crusader's Ring. We have some of the Spirits, Quicksilver Grail, Lost Providence, and Looking Glass. These are two cards that I personally don't own that I would love to get some copies of. It says a card in the RSRUR reprint pool can be found in the second last slot in a booster pack at about a 50% rate. That's sweet. And then it also says all cards in this pool are printed with their previous artwork with the exception of Grand Crusader's Ring, a Quicksilver Grail, Lost Providence, and Looking Glass. So these are going to have alternate artwork, which could be cool. You could prefer the new artwork to the old artwork, which I'm looking forward to kind of seeing that. Sorry, I hit the mic. And also says Lost Providence and Looking Glass are exclusive to the first edition of Radiant Origins. They've already stated that this was going to be a thing a little bit earlier, just to help get some more cards into circulation, which is really, really cool. It also implies that there's going to be an alter edition of this eventually. If there's a first edition, there's got to be a different edition, right? All right, look at this. Look how absolutely beautiful this is. So this is one of the cards. We don't know what it does yet, but this is one of the ultra rares from Radiant Origins. Haniel, Archangel of Spectra, Norm Element Angel. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful card, as you would expect from Grand Archive. 4 Archangels watch over the Grand Archive, enforcing the sacred order of its ley lines. Ooh, I wonder if we're going to get all 4 of them in the set. We also have the release date, April 3rd. We might have known that. We also have the Mordred Recollection, Aurelian Regent. The big thing about the Mordred deck is that we are guaranteed a full playset of Dungeon Guides and Frostborn Paladins in this Recollection deck, which makes this a really, really good Recollection deck for absolute brand new players. If you've never played before, if you need some staples, these are some of the most stapley staples in all of Grand Archive, which is absolutely fantastic. So we get that, and then also you get 2 Radiant Origins booster packs, and then basically everything else that normally comes in a Recollection deck. These are some of my favorite products on the entire TCG market. I think this is going to be another slam dunk home run. And hey, now they're putting stuff like Dungeon Guide and Frostborn Paladin. Personally, I would like to see them put Dungeon Guide in all of the Recollection decks going forward. That makes sense. And then maybe another little staple that can, go with it. But this is great. Yeah, I'm stoked for this. And then finally, we get to what I am most excited about. We have the brand new format, Pantheon, a new casual format for Grand Archive. Now, before we start diving into this, I just wanted to showcase, we're not going to play all of this because I don't know if I'm going to get copyright claimed or anything, especially with the music, but they made a 2-minute anime. Look at this. I full screened it and I think I messed it up a little bit. Anyway, look at this, dude. They put so much effort and work into celebrating the release of this new format. It's so good. The animation is actually really good. I would highly recommend going and watching this whole thing in your own time. Watching this, it actually gave me chills. It really did. It's crazy to think that Grand Archive has come to this ever since I, really believed in it from the start, since 3 years ago. Crazy. Absolutely wild. Highly recommend watching this. And then they also released another video going over, there's a 3-minute video going over all of the new rules for Pantheon.
For generations.
So I highly recommend also going and watching this. I don't want to get copyright claimed. We'll see if I get copyright claimed on either of those. So It is a 60 card singleton multiplayer format meant for 3 to 4 players. It's free for all. And the deck construction rules are 60 cards. Once again, singleton material deck with 12 cards. But you also start with 2 boons. You start with a lesser boon and a greater boon. And these are cards that, you know, you can build your deck around, that they give you extra bonuses. These cards are going to be exclusive only to the Pantheon format. And you can see down here at the bottom of all these cards, it says Pantheon. Very, very similar to Glory Finder, for those of you who know Glory Finder from Shadowverse Evolve, which is their multiplayer format. Similar kind of deal. The cards that are marked with this thing, you can only play in the multiplayer format. And yeah, you have greater boons and you have lesser boons. So like this one, as you gain this boon, draw a card, and at the beginning of your recollection phase, limps 2. Seems pretty good for maybe like an Arisana deck or something. Yeah, so very cool. I'm extremely excited about this. As we get more information about Pantheon and the cards, I'm going to do separate videos talking about all the cards and breaking down what I think about that. But I've been waiting for a format, like an officially supported format, that's like a casual, fun multiplayer format for Grand Archive for forever. And it's not just one of those things that's like, oh yeah, we just took the rules from like Commander and they're like, okay, you can just play multiplayer. They put a lot of work into this, like bunch of brand new cards, new rules. We have 4 new pre-constructed decks that had that 2-minute little animated thing. Like, this is something they're putting a lot of effort into, which gives me a lot of hope for the future of this format, especially since in the Rogues Gallery community Discord, seems to be a huge hit so far. People are as stoked as I am for this. So we have the Radiant Origins Pantheon decks, also releasing April 3rd. So man, April 3rd is going to drain everyone's wallets. We have RDO, we have the Mordred Recollection deck, and we have all 4 of the Pantheon decks. We have Lorraine, Xander, Arisana, and Kongming. Kongming and Xander are fire, Arisana is water, and Lorraine is wind. All of the champions they've confirmed, they are reprints. They're not making new champions for a Pantheon right now. And yeah, they're just fully playable decks. 60 card deck, 12 card material deck. You get a lesser boon and a greater boon, and then a chance for a randomly inserted foil extended art champion card, which is really, really cool. They also stated that they will have official support for Pantheon at various tournaments, which includes foil cards that are exclusive to the Pantheon format. So if you want to get your foil boons or whatever, you can get those at like official Grand Archive tournaments. Oh man, I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked for this. I also want to announce now, if you're watching this here, that well, every new set and every time they do new starters for Grand Archive, I host a starter deck event in the Rogues Gallery Discord. And every time we've had official support from Weebs of the Shore with like official prize support, and I usually do like a custom token card from an artist. And yeah, I 100% plan on doing that for Pantheon. So stay tuned for more information about that. I still need to reach out to the Weebs team and kind of pitch them the idea. They probably expect it from me because I literally ask them every single time. But yeah, I want to do a fun, non-competitive, Discord event for the Pantheon decks with official prize support, which by that I mean everyone's going to get the stuff. Like, I don't care if you win or not. It's like participation prizing. And then also some like cool cards and like token cards and stuff. So, yep, I have that planned. Super, super stoked for this. And then we have just some more stuff, including like, the launch kit. We have map. The map pricing for the booster box is $134. So we saw the $191 price. But, it could be that they end up being closer to $134, which is much more reasonable in a lot of regards. Event kits. Stores can apply to receive event kits via Omnidex. Yeah. And then, obviously, the world premiere for RDO is going to be Ascent Los Angeles. I will be here. I will be there at Ascent LA, like 100%. I cannot wait for it. So if you'd like to, come say hi to me and, maybe play some Pantheon. I'm gonna be here. I'll be at Ascent LA for sure. And here's a little piece of the artwork that I kind of mentioned before. I think these are gonna be some of the champions that are featured in Radiant Origins, and it's basically just like all of them, with the exception of like the Obliviate and some other like non-archive champions. Though I don't know, we might see those in the set as well. I'm not entirely sure who's going to be in there and who's not going to be in there. Yeah, this is awesome. Celebrating 3 years of Grand Archive, and so that is Radiant Origins and the new multiplayer starter decks, the Pantheon starter decks. We have more news to talk about too. There's so much. So let's go ahead and showcase one of the ultra rares they showed for Radiant Origins. This one is Full Bloom, and this is a new type of card. I can't really get it all. You can kind of get it on all the way. So Full Bloom is a 7-cost Terra card. It is a unique Fantasia. However, it is a new type of card. It is a Cleric Ultimate spell. Every single champion is getting an ultimate. This is what they said. An ultimate spell. So this one is Dao Chan's. On enter, target opponent summons 4 Flowerbud tokens, and then whenever an opponent summons a Flowerbud token, deal 2 damage to each champion that opponent controls, and you recover 2. Each champion that opponent controls. Interesting. Still, super cool, and I can't wait to see everyone's ultimates. I can't wait to see Tristan's in particular, because she's my favorite champion. Also, Arisana, my second favorite champion. I'm really excited for this stuff. So, yeah, this looks absolutely fantastic. All right, more news. We have events. So Grand Archive is returning to Japan with Ascent Osaka happening on Halloween 2026. This makes a lot of sense. Grand Archive is really booming in Japan and Southeast Asia right now, and in Singapore. So it makes sense to have more events in Asia, Southeast Asia, Japan. Like, this makes a lot of sense. I would love to go to this event. I do not know if I'm going to this event or not. Because I would like to go to Worlds next year, and Worlds is in Singapore. The events that I really want to go to are, well, I'm going to go to LA for sure. I want to try to make it to Vegas. I want to try to make it to Osaka, and I want to try to make it to Worlds. So we'll see. We'll see how things shake out. But those are kind of my ideas. There's also Ascent Dallas. This one would also be really fun to go to. This is December of next year, because I attended the Houston, the very first Ascent. So it'd be really cool to attend the next Texas one as well. So tons more events and organized play. Here we have one of the regional specific promo cards. This one, as you can tell, is the United States one. This one is Enchanted Fete, and it is, well, beautiful. And you can get this one at various events, such as Gen Con, which they have announced as well, which is happening on from July to August. I would love to go to Gen Con. I've never actually been, but I'm not sure if I can make it. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what I can pull. We also have a Usagi-hime collab. I said it weird. I think I got it. Usagi-hime collab card. They've done some collab cards like this before. Really cute character. I like how she's got the Grand Archive cards. Yeah, this is great. You can. I'm not sure exactly how they said you can get this one yet. They might have said it. It might be some events, like regional events in either Southeast Asia or Japan. Anyway, we have this new style of deck box. They just kind of pointed it out. They want to make their deck boxes a little bit more unique. This is just something they're kind of like testing out to see how it goes. Yeah, it's an Alice deck box. It's super cute. This will be at Ascent London. So yeah, I don't know. It's cute. I like it. Okay. All right. Anyone who knows me and knows the channel know that I collect anime figures, scale figures, to the point where I have very strong opinions on figures and figure manufacturing and quality. I think I have over 200 figures at this point. And I know, the ins and outs of, I know your altar figures, your Kotobukias, Good Smiles. We have I'm just trying to look at some of the other ones. I have a lot of Arknights figures. Anyway, I'm extremely excited for this. I will 100% be buying the Merlin figure. It actually looks very good. I think it is a 1/6 scale. And I'm not sure who the manufacturer is. This does kind of, like, I like the base here. I have some figures that have very similar bases, right? I like that it's not just a plain base. I like that it actually has, like, a little bit of terrain on it. Yeah, it looks good. Painting looks good. Obviously, this is just a prototype, not like the mass-produced version yet. But I'm going to be buying this, and I'm going to be doing my own review of it. And I will be 100% honest. Like I said, I have pretty high standards when it comes to scale figures, so we'll see. I've actually gotten some scale figures, like even some nice Arknights figures that were not really up to my standards, like the face coloring was off from like the body coloring, you know, that kind of stuff. I'll be looking at seam lines. You can tell a good quality anime figure by like the painting, and by like, you know, if there's like any ugly seam lines. There's a lot of stuff to check out. Anyway, I'm really excited for this one. And then we have a new Lunar Blessing merchandise set. Now, we actually have 4 of these, and it's kind of covering up the price here. Well, the price is 160 bucks. You can't see it here, but it's 160 bucks. There's gonna be 4 of them. These are limited, and that makes me concerned that they're gonna get all snapped up, and people who want them aren't gonna be able to get them. But they did say there's limited quantity, and I think there's going to be limited purchase amounts, I think. These are also going to be sold via core TCG, instead of whatever the Chinese website they were using last year. So we have Lorraine. We have Arasana. This one's going to go like instantly. We have Rai, which is going to be the last one sold out, unfortunately. But I know some people really like Rai. And then my personal favorite, we have the Tristan one. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So what comes in these? We have a really nice storage box that apparently is like really good quality. You have like this playmat tube. You have a really nice playmat. The playmat will be the same for all of them, but you'll get a deck box, and you get like a acrylic standee, and yeah, it looks really nice. I personally will be trying to buy the Tristan and the Arasana one, and I'll be happy if I can get one of them. It'll probably end up being the Tristan one, but I do plan on trying to buy both of them, and they look fantastic. And these will be going on sale shortly, and they should be delivered or shipped in February, is what I heard. So yeah, super stoked for this, especially obviously the Tristan one. And then oh yeah, here's the little thing they did for it. Man, they're putting in so much work into like just promoting their products, just having excellent quality around the board. Beautiful. I think this is kind of like the playmat artwork. And yeah, that's gonna do it, man. Here, let me go back. Let's go back to me real quick. Oh, hello. Yeah, absolute crazy news. Tons of really exciting stuff to be, you know, looking forward to in 2026 for Grand Archive. I think they absolutely killed it with the presentation. The Capstone set looks amazing. The new format, the new multiplayer format looks awesome. The 60 card singleton nature of it makes it actually quite affordable, because, well, if it's singleton, you only need 1 copy of any given card. It's one of the reasons why, you know, Commander in Magic is so widely adopted, because it's just really easy to get into. And I was really hoping that if they did a multiplayer format, that they needed to release pre-con decks alongside it. And they're releasing 4 pre-con decks, which is exactly what you want. I hope they support the format and release pre-con decks often, maybe a couple times a year. You don't need it like Magic, you don't need it every single set, but maybe like once or twice a year would be really cool to help, you know, keep interest with the format. I also want support at tournaments, which I said they're going to have, but I would like to see it. I want to see it, you know, in action. Yeah, I'm really excited for it. I think it might end up being the main way that I personally play Grand Archive casually, when I'm not like preparing for an event or shoutcasting or something like that. In which case, I try to build and playtest like the actual decks. The ideal situation is, you know, you play the top decks and try to you know, learn the ins and outs, but, you know, just jamming with friends or community members, multiplayer games, so much fun, man. So I am extremely looking forward to that. Yeah, all the events, there's so much to be excited for. So yeah, let me know what you think of all that stuff in the comment section down below. I think Grand Archive is poised to absolutely crush it in 2026. I think they are the best indie TCG on the market right now, and I don't think it is even close for what they're trying to do. Some people might be like, oh, don't you like Sorcery? I love Sorcery. I think they're different. They're very different. They're doing different things. I don't consider them in the same like category, even though they're both TCGs. Sorcery's doing its own thing, and I think they're doing it very well. And Grand Archive is doing their own thing, and I think they are doing it very well. And my camera, the robotic gimbal on my camera, the camera has like hand signals to activate the face tracking, which is really annoying because I turn it off. But every single time I restart or whatever, it turns it back on. It's a Insta-Link 360 4K webcam. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I think Grand Archive is poised to absolutely crush 2026. I've been a big fan of the game, big supporter of it ever since the start. Absolutely love being involved with this, and yeah, expect a lot more Grand Archive content in the future. I have a lot of plans. I'm glad I waited to do my How to Start Playing Grand Archive 2026 video, which is on the docket. I wanted to wait to see if we had any big announcements, and turns out we do. Turns out we do. So expect a lot more Grand Archive content from me going forward. I've kind of slowed down a little bit as of late, but yeah, I really have been looking forward to getting back into it. I kind of, well, maybe we'll talk about that stuff in another video. Let me know what you think about all this stuff. Like I said, in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching and for being here and for supporting both Red Zone Rogue and the Grand Archive content. And let me know if you're going to be at any of those events next year. Ooh, also let me know if you're at the end here, which of the Radiant or which of the Pantheon decks are you most looking forward to getting? For me, it's probably Arisana and then Xander number 2. Arisana, Xander. I'm gonna get all 4 of them, obviously. But yeah, let me know what your favorite, which one you're looking forward to getting, or maybe even what champion you look forward to brewing yourself. Ooh, I'm so excited for the format. All right, enough yapping. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time.